Hello and welcome back. I know it's kind of with my videos, but whatever. So, I want to talk a little bit about like what I'm doing. I've seen the while of let me turn off my fan. I'm sorry. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I'm very how to say I don't know how to put because I'm not ambitious. I'm like anxious. I'm very anxious in what I do, especially creatively. And that's where my anxiety comes in, and just like, did I do something wrong? Did I do something weird? Whatever, right? And so this is where like I come in and realize like, okay, well, I never want to make it into a point where I am stressed out when I'm building my platform and YouTube in my business and everything, because I see that in a lot of people who have that mindset of being an influencer, and so their whole persona is their identity, and that's where I don't want. I want this to be my business, and I want this to create into growth. Like you see different growths in how I move into my life path with my career, college, and life in general, because I know like I'm in my new life path, like with my figuring out with my career and things of that nature, and I'm in a set place better because I found what I like, and it's not based off of what somebody's telling me what I should do in my life. And the one thing that have like my setbacks are like my failures, because I've always was a student under C, or I would only have a couple of B's in like my strong classes. And so for me, like when I fail, that means I fail completely. And so that's when I go into an episode and like I feel like I need to change something because it's not right for me, when in reality I just need to slow down and just so like my thing that I struggle with is studying. And so like with me retaining information and me actually doing the work, not that I'm being lazy, but having things that are help in general. Like I struggle even still for like if I like a person, like I struggle with expressing or saying like, hey, I like you, or things like that, just because of the rejection, or them not necessarily feeling the same way, or things could be awkward, and I don't like awkwardness. That's the one thing that I don't like, is awkwardness, because I am awkward and I have to deal with myself every day. And so like, yeah, it's just for me, I rather not risk the awkwardness and just suffer of me, thinking like I have feelings and, I should just keep them for myself, right? And my thing is like, I don't want to feel like these feelings are like, valid or anything like that, because they are, but it's just like, I've never really felt like my feelings are valid, or maybe it's just like the feeling will go away, like, and I'm talking about romantic wise, right? And it sucks because like then I create a fake relationship, and that's where it's just like, that's not healthy at all. But it's really just me. I don't know. I really should have confidence, but it's just like with me always being picked last, or I wasn't that pretty blonde blue-eyed girl, skinny, petite, I was always the big fat girl, ugly, and so I just think that if it wasn't for like that extra added stuff, I would have been a little bit more with putting myself out there. But my thing is, it's just like, I never want to like be too, I don't know, be too extra. Like, that's like the last thing I want is, so that's why I fake positivity, right? I don't know, right? So my thing is, it's just like with, when, I have like my life being, 21 in the first pandemic, the middle of the pandemic, or like, it was like a week I had of being 21 and the lockdown happened, which was like, fuck my life, right? Oh, I was so upset. I waited my whole life to turn 21 and then that happened. That's why like I'm afraid to turn 30 because of that reason, right? But I have like a few years. I'm only going to be 27 in 2026. So, fingers crossed I have a good life. But that's why like I'm preparing myself now so that I have, some sort of alignment for my career when I'm 30 and I'm not struggling in what I want to do. Like, that's why in 21, 22, 23, that age gap, like I was really just, the pandemic happened, and then just with my godfather passing away, and then with my injury I had. And so like I had a lot of things that kind of stopped my life, and trying to figure out what, because I've always wanted to do business. Like if music wasn't my first choice in college, because that's what I originally wanted to do, was I wanted to do music, but I was like, I need a career. Music isn't, I will be like struggling like my mother is. So I was just like, no, I don't want that for me, and I especially don't want that for my children's relationship too. And so I've always wanted my own business, and I never wanted to start a business without knowing the foundation of a business, so like I could be successful in that, in whatever I plan and create, right? And so that's why I'm like, with the different things, with even with my YouTube, I don't, if something isn't working, I don't force it, right? So with, Build My Life, that's working. And so I'm keeping that as like my short series. With my vlog series, I'm keeping that, but I'm not really vlogging right now because like I never want to force what I'm not doing anything. And plus I was vlogging through the whole month of December. And so like I want to take a break before I start vlogging, for the new year, especially when I start my contract, whenever I find that out. With Norwegian, if you don't know, I'll be working on Pride of America as a restaurant steward. And Hawaii will be like our main, itinerary. So I'll be there soon, hopefully soon. I'm hoping between January or February. I was hoping like I would be like now there, because the last thing I want to do is like training during my birthday week. Like that's the last thing I want to do, is like working on my birthday, which I don't care about, but it's just like I want to have like my routine down packed before my birthday, which I'm hoping like that's what I can accomplish by then. Like if I have my contract in January, I'll be good for that, where I'm not anxious and stressed out, because that's the last thing I want to do, right? But I'll have like my things with that, where I'll be working on a cruise ship. Like it's a floating theme park, so it's just me, and I'm not gonna be driving home after work. I'll be going into a room with no windows. So there's of course things that I'm gonna have to adjust with, like things, but it's not like me, this is my first job in working in a fast-paced environment, because I've always been, with the current job that I have, is hell. So I am just, I'm adaptable anyways. And my main thing is just, I hope to have good relationships with people. And, I hope whoever my roommates are, like, they're good, females, and women as well too. And the last thing I want is just a person that is just trying to make the worst nightmare out of me, and I really don't want that experience. Especially, this is an opportunity that I really want to, and I really don't want that to affect my career of me wanting to always do something unique like this. And that's what I'm like praying for, not wanting to happen, praying of not wanting to happen. And like, this is something that I could do for like 20 years or 15 years or something like that, right? And something where my child could grow into, and they could have a career too into this as well too. And so like, yeah, I'm just really like anxious about that, anxious about when I start, anxious about like everything, honestly. And so I'm not as anxious as like me moving back, getting my apartment back home, like after my first contract, because as much as I still hate Virginia, I still love Virginia, but it's just the county that I'm in that I hate. But what I know is that there's another county close by that I really love. And so like I want to move there because like I really do love the area of it and just the history and things like that. And so I just I love history. And so like to be in an environment and just that, you're surrounded by history is just really cool. And so I think that's why I still love Virginia. It's basically the birthplace of what it is today. As much as it is stolen, fuck you, Christopher Columbus. But at the same time, it is just really nice that I'm close to all the battlefields and, things like that. And I've been to multiple times through like, trips and stuff like that. And so it's really a cool experience to have it in your own backyard, right? Literally. And so, yeah. I just think that, and then just with Hawaii, like, I don't want to feel like I need to move to Hawaii because of that. And I don't want Hawaii to be like how I hate Virginia, because that's like the last place I want to hate. Especially like that's been one of my dream bucket places to work at anyways, because I know the history with Hawaii in America. I never want to like take their I don't want to be like another person trying to take a good picture for the Instagram there, or just go for leisure. I always like, if I've ever have the opportunity for work or school, like that would be like my only reason for me to go to Hawaii, and I have an opportunity for work. And so like I'm really cool, it's really like a cool kind of thing for me to, I want to experience that, and I can't wait to experience it. Especially this is something different of what it's not too completely different, but it's like out of the box of what I've been doing my whole life. And so, yeah, and I get to be in a different environment where nobody knows me. So like I could like reset my personality and just, I can't wait for that reset moment, and I'm just really excited for that. And of course I will share that journey with you, and yeah, but because that's part of my life. And of course I'm gonna have ups and downs. Like it's gonna be my first time far away from home. Like I'm gonna have no one, which that I really don't, my family isn't, I'm not always around my family, which that's not gonna bother me anyways. But it's just like, I'm excited for this next chapter, and I'm excited for this opportunity and the new growth from coming out of, the negativity that I am used to with certain things that I've gone through. And yeah, I'm just really excited for how this job is gonna turn me into. And so I know it's gonna turn into me being great, and me becoming a better person, and me chilling. I mean, the job that I have now is just really like, people are crazy as hell. Jesus Christ. Oof. But, it is what it is. But I mean, like, I am grateful for what this job has, because it prepared me for working for New Region and everything, with, dealing with customers and dealing with people. And yeah, it's something. So I'm excited for what this brings and what I can contribute to society as a positive goal in life, and sharing that with, different life changes. You're not stuck. Yes, you could feel stuck, you could be stuck, but you're not always stuck, and you could always, bounce back and be stronger than what you were from your original plan. And I feel like with this new direction that I am going through is going to make me stronger, and it's going to make me have a strong foundation for my family, and where I could also build a good relationship with my kids and everything as well too. So that's what I'm excited about and grateful for the show. But the last thing that I want to do is to feel like I'm burnt out, or I feel like I have to quit YouTube or anything like that, because I'm not here to be an influencer. Like, I'm not here to make YouTube my full-time job, because I'll have another job. Just I want to also put myself out there more forward for the help that I know that a lot of people don't have that free access to. So this is always a safe space. Like, you can even watch my old videos. I've always said, like, this is a safe space for anybody who doesn't really have a safe space. And I'm here to be here for you. And yeah, I mean, I can help but so much, but any advice that I can give, I want to do it the best that I can and not half-ass my delivery. And that's why I don't post a lot, because like I never want to feel like anything is rushed. Oh, sorry, I got like this little jelly cat that I got for myself for Christmas. It's cute. I love him. But yeah. And then Snowflake, well, when you're watching this, it will be his birthday or after his birthday. But his birthday's December 31st, and he's going to be 4 years old. My baby is old. I love him so much. He's a little rat. He's a bird, but he's a rat. But yeah, he's so cute though. But other than that, like and subscribe, and yeah, welcome to this life. Bye.